Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we have another handgun qualification. We're going to be using not the FBI target, but we will be shooting the FBI handgun qualification. I'm going to be doing it with 10mm. The FBI adopted the 10mm in 1989. But they didn't hang on to it for very long because they felt that it recoiled too much. It was too hard to control, and it's such a large round that a lot of the people couldn't really grip the pistol that well. So they switched to the 40 Smith & Wesson after that. But we're gonna see if I can pass the 1989 qual. See if I could be an FBI agent back in '89. First, we have the 3 yards, one-handed, strong hand, 1, 2, 3 shots, switch to weak hand, 1, 2, 3 shots, and it all has to be done in under 6 seconds. Now, like I said, I don't have an FBI target, but the C zone, which is how they score it on an FBI target, is 12 inches by 24 inches. So we have 1 foot by 2 foot. That is roughly the size of that torso on my target, so it is a pretty similar target. So we'll get the shot timer going. Let's get into it. All right, this first drill is also from the draw. So I'll start this real quick. Let me get my delay so I can set it on the table and get over there in time. We had a 4.69, and all the shots they're well within that C zone area, so they're actually pretty good. We passed test number 1. Let's move back to the 5-yard line and we will do our next test. All right, we're back at 5 yards now, and the first drill is from the draw, 5 rounds. We have 5 seconds to do this. So I'll get the shot timer going. All right, I did it in a 3.41, and all my shots were along that left side of the target. All right, so I was way ahead in time on that last one, so I'm gonna try to slow it down a little bit. This one is from low ready, 3 rounds, we have 2 seconds. That was a 2.29. Even with a malfunction, my slide locked open for some reason. So I just closed the slide and ran another round. So another reason that was listed for the FBI getting rid of 10mm was actually the mechanical issues. I've owned this gun for 3 years, and I think it's more the magazines than the gun. But it has jammed more than any other Glock that I've ever owned. All right, next up we have 6 rounds in 4-second par time at 5 yards still from low ready again. Another malfunction. It's just locking the slide back for some reason. Again, I think that's more of a magazine issue than a gun issue. These are Glock mags. As you can see, I have them labeled because I've had issues with them in the past. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep running, I guess. Let's restart that one and we'll try again. It must be my grip. I do have an aftermarket slide release on this too that sticks out more. The stock one was incredibly hard to actually get to and use. So I think my thumb is actually just catching that, and that's the issue. We're gonna try again though. 'Alright, we had a 1.93. So well within our par times again. We had 4 seconds. Alright, now we're gonna move back to 7 yards and do our next sequence. Alright, we're back at 7 yards now. We have to shoot 5 rounds in 5 seconds, and that is from the draw. So I figured out that I was just gripping the pistol wrong and I was inducing the slide lock. So I'm gonna try to not do that now, and we should be good to go. So 7 rounds, 5 rounds, 7 yards, 5 rounds, 5 seconds from the draw. .96 on the timer, all hits. Okay, next we have at 7 yards still, from low ready, fire 4 rounds, reload 4 more. We have 8 seconds to do this. This is where I'm gonna struggle because me and reloads don't get along, but we'll do it. It's a big target, we should be fine. Low ready, 4 rounds, reload, 4 rounds, 8 seconds. .64. I'm aware that I only did 3 rounds because I ran out in my first mag. So I'm gonna do it again. We'll reload, make sure there's 4 in each. That was probably cutting her close on time. No, 6.7. We still had 1.3 seconds to spare. If you ever wonder why I'm blaming my mags for malfunctioning, even though it's my fault. All right, next round. We have from low ready, 5 rounds in 4 seconds. This should be easy. Again, slide lock back on me. 3.35 seconds. So these times are way easier than the Federal Air Marshal. I keep smacking this slide release, and that's what's goofing me up here. I did miss a shot on that, so I'll have to look into the rules to see if that qualifies as a fail or what, because I'm well within my time still and all the others have been hits. The Federal Air Marshal was a point system, whereas this is, I'm not sure. But right now, we'll just say I'm passing. That way I can keep going and show you guys the rest of this qualification. All right, we're back at 15 yards now. We have to, from the draw, shoot 3 rounds in 6 seconds. Third shot was off in 3.42. All hits. Now we have to do 3 rounds in 5 seconds, but we start from low ready instead of drawn. Slowed her down a little bit. The third shot was off in 2.69. So half the time, well within the limits. I even took my sweet time with that. So that one was incredibly easy. That's all for 15 yards. We have one more course of fire back at 25. So we'll go there now. It is 4 rounds, drop to your knee, 4 more rounds. So 8 rounds total. The par time for this is 20 seconds. So honestly, if you're just taking your time making accurate shots, this one shouldn't be an issue either. So we'll go back to 25 right now. Swore I had enough ammo in this magazine, but apparently I didn't. So I had to reload. I think I did something funky with my shots there too, but they were all hits. So all right, so I did that in 13 seconds even with the reload. So again, way too easy. Here's the final product of the target here. We had a miss and a miss. I know that one was from my 15-yard shot when I induced the malfunction on the slide. Other than that, we were well within times. Could have slowed it down. The 10mm is snappy, but it's nothing that you can't handle. I mean, obviously I don't have the best group on this paper, but I still passed. Maybe I'll do it with my 9mm or the 40 next.